Alright, so yo, what is up YouTube? Base Blaster 55 Gaming back you guys with another video. This video is going to be a little different. We're not playing any custom zombies or Midnight Club or whatever. In this video I'm going to be going over this retro gaming PC that I am building. And pretty much just how much it costs, what its hardware is, and why I wanted to make an old PC. But anyway, what made me decide to build one of these is I've seen a lot of people on YouTube the past months that are building these retro PCs, like top of the line Dream Machine from 1998 or best PC from 2005, etc. All these people have some pretty good builds and they've always gave me ideas, but the person that inspired me to actually go out and start buying these parts was PhilsComputerLab. There's a link to his channel in the description. You can go check his channel out. If you're not really into all the computer stuff, then oh well, that's your choice. Anyway, let's get on to how much this PC has actually costed me. Well, I got the case with the power supply for 30 bucks. I got the motherboard with CPU for 35, and I got the hard drive with Windows and a product key for 25. I also got this stick of RAM for $1. We'll get to that later because this thing is causing me some troubles. But now, since we've gotten produce out of the way and what made me want to do this, let's go on with the hardware. The motherboard, I forget the model number, but it's made by Intel. Remember the days when Intel made motherboards? It's a 775 DDR2 board, PCI Express 2.0, I believe. I don't think it's 2.1. But the CPU is a Core 2 Duo E7500 with the sexy stock cooler. And I said it supports DDR2. It has 2 slots. It supports DDR2 667 and 800 up to 4 gigs per stick. I think I've already said that, but if I didn't, whatever. But it also supports as small as 256 per stick, which for this is just not enough. But I got the stick of RAM for $1, as I said. Now the reason it doesn't like this stick is because this is actually a 500 some megahertz DIMM, so the BIOS doesn't like it. It won't boot. It just gives me the triple beeps, meaning no error, or no error. Wow, no memory. The case also has this little light on it, which is connected to this power switch in the back where the expansion slot is. And then that switch, following this yellow cable, connects to one of these Molexes up here. I forget which one. But this little switch, you can just turn it on or off. And I said it's connected to the power supply, so it's always on if that switch is on. But let's go back to the actual case. Alright, let's try to show the front of it. Phil, if you're watching this, you will approve of this part. On the front, there's you can't really see it, there's an AMD Athlon XP sticker on the front of it, which I like. The bunch of drive bays, and the power button, which actually has a blue light in it. It's got the hard drive light, the reset button. Nothing too fancy there. This case supports 5 fans. Let's begin. The back, 2 spots for 80 mils, only 1. Top of it, 1 spot for an 80 mil, no fan. The front, spot for an 80 mil or 100, currently there's an 80. The side panel, spot for an 80, that's all it holds, an 80 millimeter is in it. And I don't really know why, but I have it on and it's just connected to my main computer through this little Molex labyrinth here. It's not very pretty, but it works. But I almost forgot graphics cards. So I've got that new graphics card by, whoop, I just threw my hand over the lens. I've got that new graphics card by Nvidia called the Invisible. I'm kidding, I don't even have a graphics card yet. Mainly because I just can't figure out what I want because I didn't have a power supply, but now I do. I have dual 6 pins on this, so that solves that much. But for graphics cards, I was originally going to use a 280, but a 280 is just not powerful enough and just sucks up too much power. And I went to a 460. A 460 would be perfect, however, those are hard to find, and when you do find them, they're pretty expensive. Because a lot of games will still run on a 460, because the 460s is around the minimum requirement. But I also feel like, I kind of feel like I copied Phil for this, but I've also seriously considered a 6770. I also put a bid on a 6770 on eBay, but I might also get something modern like a 750, because a 750 would just chew through games that'd be for the era this thing runs. With everything out of the way, I don't believe I've forgotten anything, but this was my retro gaming PC. You could almost call it a build log. No, it's kind of already built, But what I do want to do is I want to show you this light here. Alright, so it won't boot because there's no memory, so it'll just beep at me, but I'll flip on the power supply real quick here, and you'll see it's blue. Doo-doo-doo. Usually takes a couple seconds to power on. Alrighty, well, I just had a fail. I just found out that the power supply was not actually plugged in, so if I plug that in now, but yeah, I forgot to show, but the front power light just had a little blue light. It's a lighter color blue than what this light is. But again, this was my little PC build. This video is pretty all over the place. I don't have anything, like I don't have like a script or anything. I'm just trying to remember things. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me, do you want to see this PC when I get the graphics card, and would you be interested in seeing any benchmarks in it? I'm tempted to play some games on the GMA graphics just to see how well they perform. But with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.